Good day, Summers. This is Raabemaster bringing you the League of Legends Shoutcast for your viewing pleasure. And today, got a game for you guys featuring the likes of Cloud9 Sneaky and Cloud9's Hyper Dora. I hope you guys are excited for this game because I am. Cloud9, definitely a fun team to watch, and I mean, I'm always excited to bring you guys the pros to the pro games. Although I will be having two new types of videos coming out hopefully this weekend. One I've already got set for this weekend. I just need to finish putting it together and rendering it and other fun things like that, and it will be out. I've got two new kind of series I'll be doing instead of just high elo casts, and also I'll have a non-league related video out sometime this week. It's gonna hopefully be exciting, but these two different series of videos will hopefully make it so I always have a video every day, because I can't shoutcast really when I come home from work because everyone's asleep and I sometimes get loud when I cast. What am I talking about? Sometimes I always get really loud when I cast, and I mean, that wakes people up, and I don't really want to wake people up. Anyways, let's go over the champion picks for both teams. On the blue team, we're going to have a top lane Rengar. Mid lane will be the Karma. We're going to have a Lee Sin in the jungle, and an Ezreal bot lane being supported by an Annie. For the red team, we're going to have a top lane Renekton. Mid lane will be Gragas. Jungle is going to be the Vi. And we're going to have Cloud9 Sneaky being supported by Cloud9's Hyper Dota. Kale being supported by Thresh. And that's right, guys, it's a carry Kale. She is going AP, however. In season, I think it was season 2, I jungled a lot of AD Kale in season 2. My season 2, early season 3, I played a lot of AD Kale in the jungle. That was kind of fun, but then I realized that AP Kale is a lot more fun, in my opinion, than AD Kale. And some people can disagree, but I really do enjoy AP Kale. Unfortunately, I just don't play her ever. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's go into the game. Right now, it is 4-2, 8 looks like we have an all-in coming in from Renekton. I mean, Rengar, he does a lot of damage. This Rengar is actually ahead of the Renekton. They're both 0-0-0, but I think Rengar won an early trade, allowing him to pick up a lot of damage, while Rengar did have to go for some armor. And it looks like, oh, Vi stole the blue buff. She stole the blue buff from blue team. 6 steal from the Vi. That's going to make Karma not happy, as she is a fairly mana-heavy champion. I mean, 65 mana on that, 70, 60. It's not awful, but I mean, her mana pool is not the greatest. But of course, there are a lot more mana-hungry champions, such as Warwick or other Season 1 champions like Sion. Looks like Rengar's wanting to steal this buff from the Vi. Of course, Vi is here. So is Renekton, so his chances of stealing this are quite low. He's gonna pop his ulti though. Like to see what he's trying to get out of this. Here comes Karma. Gragas also coming in from behind to help. He's going to do a lot of damage to this 5. Renekton's going to pop his ultimate. I think that blue team needs to get out of here. Gragas coming in from behind. This could easily turn into a 2-for-0 trade for red team. Here comes Gragas flopping down the burst damage. The Ignite on Rengar will finish him off. There's an ult onto the Karma. Vi's going to knock her back again. She's still alive, and a nice double kill for Gragas. Exactly as I predicted. Without their jungler there, it was incredibly risky for them to go in because it turned it into a 3v2, which ended up for a 2-0 trade in favor of red team, bringing them up in gold ever so slightly. I'm eating some pasta, so that is very enjoyable. In the bottom lane, we see the CS being exactly even at this stage of the game. Top lane, Rengar still winning in CS, however, Renekton did have to go back, so he won't be getting any more farm compared to the Rengar, really, for now. Whereas, it looks like Lee Sin is pushing that to the tower. Mid lane, Gragas winning in farm, also 2-1 now, thanks to that double kill that he got. Lee Sin does also have 2 kills, looks like he got some successful ganks off. Those 2 assists for Renekton allowed him to pick up 2 Doran's Blades. That's going to make him really strong in lane. He's going to have the ability to trade with the Rengar now, and I think that this might mean Renekton can probably take back control of this lane. It's going to be a little iffy though, because Rengar's still going to have a lot of tools at his Sentinel, and especially now at least it's coming to gank. I don't think they'll be able to get anything. Rengar having a ward right here, this pink ward right here, really paying off. Rengar knows he's probably getting ganked, although he doesn't know exactly what his Lee Sin is. Lee Sin's just going to actually be taking double goals for now. This is a nice spot for a pink ward. Obviously, a lot of people pink ward this bush down here, and pink ward this bush as well down here. If you just put pink wards in places where people don't normally walk in, it can turn out to be very beneficial and last a surprisingly long time. I mean, I've seen people walk past pink wards. We're going to see Vi getting caught, counter dunking. There's a snare from the Karma and a nice kill from the Annie. Tibbers, maybe a little unnecessary, but of course they were waiting for Karma for Vi to try and Q over the wall. That was very aggressive counter jungling by Vi. Pretty much doing what Lee Sin was doing. They were trying to make a kill happen. Looks like Rengar has gone to gank mid, taking a ton of burst damage though. He did not pop his ulti for this, so he still has it. Will he be able to turn this one around? That is the question. Now that Karma is down here, it does not look like that will be the case. Rengar's going to come out of stealth, and he will not get anything for his troubles. One of my friends is a huge Rengar aficionado, but I still can't get him to play DFG. Trinity towards Rengar, which is a shame because we're going to have Dora getting caught out here, unfortunately, but his Ignite will pick up the kill on the Rengar. Very nice for him. Lee Sin first Renekton easily winning this fight. And with that out of the way, Lee Sin is going to have to kind of take a step back. Rengar's been doing a lot of roaming this game. He did build damage items, and he does have the Bone Tooth necklace, so him roaming is definitely a strong option. And looks like Vi's going to jump right on top of Danny with her ultimate, but she doesn't have the damage by herself to finish this off, so perhaps a wasted ultimate. Of course, she was trying to keep her friendly C9 Sneaky alive, but of course, Sneaky still did have his ultimate, so there was always that to pop if he needed it. I expect to see a Gnasher's Tooth pretty early on this. Kayle, of course, the other options would be Lichbane, would be DFG, but looking at the items right now, the Amplifying Tome, probably going to go to a Phoenix Codex for a Gnasher's Tooth. That'd be my first assumption. Vi just wandering through her jungle. Lee Sin also walking around. He has Boots of Mobility, couple Doran's Blades for early damage. Vi has already finished her Spirit item, going Spirit of the other Wizard. Looks like Gragas just going full damage, whereas Karma has decided to finish her rather quickly. Some short item recap right there. The buff should be respawning pretty soon. It is 12:50. Looks like Gragas will be coming down for a gank. And it looks like that might just be what he's trying to do. Thresh going to try to land a hook for Gragas to come in on the ward. Will catch out the Gragas, and that is going to miss, but there's the initiation on the kill. She does pop her ultimate, helping her absorb some damage. Here comes Lee Sin though. It's turned into a tricky situation. Nice kick back on Thresh, but there's the ult from Gragas doing a lot of damage and bringing Lee Sin back in the middle of their team. The flash from Andy going to land a stun on Thresh and pick up the kill, but there's another kill for Gragas. But unfortunately, they do not have the damage to clean up the Ezreal. He does Arcane Shift in. There's the barrier from Sneaky. A little late, does not absorb any damage. The Mystic Shot is going to land. Kill for Ezreal, turning that exchange into a 2-for-3 in favor of blue team. Nice job by Ezreal, picking up that final kill. The barrier from Sneaky, not quite good enough. Looks like he has finished his Stinger. And they picked up a second turret mid lane. That's a tier 2 tower down at 13 minutes into the game, guys. It's a very early turret. And looks like Red Team's going to respond by taking a turret top lane, but still losing both of your mid turrets at 13 minutes in the game, extremely detrimental for your team. Without those, you're losing a ton of map control around your buffs and around major objectives such as Baron and Dragon. You lose a lot of map presence, a lot of map control. I mean, when you lose mid lane towers, you have to adjust your warding severely to guard your jungle from invades because you don't have your tower there, you won't have the creep waves there to catch vision on people traveling through the mid lane. And we just see Sneaky and Dora continuing to farm the waves. Kayle beating out Ezreal and CS by just a little bit. However, Ezreal does have 2 kills and an extra assist to Sneaky's 2 deaths. But still, this game is pretty even. Could go either way. I do like the Kayle pick though. Kayle is one of my guilty pleasures to bring bot lane, just like Twisted Fate. I mean, they're not probably the most viable of picks, but they're definitely really fun to bring bot lane. And Kayle does have a lot of things like an 80k, but instead she can do a lot more magic damage. Looks like Dragon is going to be going to red team. Slightly uncontested, Ezreal coming out a little bit late, not going to do much. Lee Sin was able to pick up the red buff, I believe. He is walking out of there triumphantly with that. Probably left a little monster there. Yeah, he left 2 little lizards there for Vi to clean up later. What a generous soul, helping Vi with her farming. Unfortunately now, he won't have the timer on the buff, but I guess that's just what Lee Sin pays for being a self-sacrificing person. Vi gonna go clear out that red camp now once you realize it has been stolen. However, that should come as no surprise. They caught Lee Sin coming through here with the ward, and if you leave your buff up this long at that high of elo, you can pretty much expect it to be gone. If you show yourself bot lane and the other jungler knows that your buff should be up, it's not going to be there when you come to look for it. And it looks like we're going to have Lee Sin pressuring these waves. Lee Sin, 91 farm, doing very well in the farming department. Everyone else, the Renekton has regained his lead over Rengar, or has gained his lead for the first time, I guess, due to the fact that Rengar's been trying to roam, and because of that, Rengar's items have not progressed nearly as far as Renekton. Renekton finished his Sunfire Cape. Rengar not really having that much. He's going damage Rengar for now, and looks like he's going to be finishing up a Black Cleaver. I mean, his roaming has not been successful at all, and without that, the kills on the roam, he's not really as much of a threat. He can still nuke down a carry, but Rengar versus Ezreal, not really the easiest carry to nuke down. If you get jumped on by Rengar, just Arcane Shift away, and Rengar's out of gap close just to get to you. So, it's just going to depend on how Rengar is able to keep up with the farm and the next. Looks like there's the flash from Thresh. He's after the hook. He does land the play, but nice damage coming down from Andy. Kale taking a ton of damage right now. Still has his ultimate. Does not use it to save himself. A comedy of error Sneaky is being today. And Tibbers going to allow Ezreal to pick up the kill down here. And now Vi's in a bad spot. Q's over the wall to get away. And here we see the power of support. Annie just very strong. And unfortunately, Sneaky holding on to her ultimate just too long. I mean, that's 2 seconds of invulnerability. It's on such a low cooldown. 60, just a little under 90 seconds. I mean, 70 seconds. A very low cooldown ultimate. Let's finish the Nash's Tooth. That's 20% cooldown reduction. Ugh, I just sneezed. I don't know if you guys heard that. Ezreal finishes Bloodthirst. Probably up to 3D force the next. And there's the jump from Rengar. This is one burst goodbye, but no, she might actually make it away. Red buff and Ignite are going to be enough, and then bang on the Rengar, going to be picking up a kill there. And with this, Blue Team can push even further. All of the outer turrets for the mid lane are gone. The only thing left is the tier 3 inhibitor turret, so they probably won't be pushing that lane. Top lane is, of course, very pushable because its outer turret is still there. And, I mean, Blue Team is definitely getting a lead in this game, but I don't think that means they have this win in the bag yet. I mean, Kale's still a strong champion. He won't be a strong individual, that's for sure, but I still think definitely has a chance to make a difference in these team fights. Unlike normal ADCs, even if Kale's behind, she can still be an effective champion with the slow from her Q, with her heal, and of course with her game-breaking ultimate. Casting out on someone like Vi, someone like Gragas, someone like Renekton will be a huge game changer. And just look at that burst damage from Kale. Still has that despite being behind, which is incredibly strong. Right now, there's the rest of red team bot lane retreat to their jungle to farm their camps. The rest of blue team scattering around, pushing the lane and gathering farm. No one really committing to any fights right now. Looks like Renekton might be getting caught out actually. Oh no, blue team doesn't have any vision. Renekton has vision of them as he jumps right in the middle of their team. Balls deep, is he gonna press R? There it goes, there's the R press. Gragas, barrel from Gragas not gonna do anything. And looks like they're not going to continue fighting this. That was a bit of an odd decision from Renekton. I don't really think that was the greatest decision, but there's the Karma get. And here comes the Renekton right back to the fight. His ultimate's almost over in duration, though, and there it goes off. There's the barrel from Gragas disrupting the team fight. They are going to pick up the Lee Sin by himself. Next one down could be Karma. Nice ult from the Kale, going to keep Thresh alive, but the Rengar's going to come back in. No, he won't. Nice knockback from Vi. Thresh staying alive thanks to the friendly Sneaky. What great teamwork right there. This Andy might be in some trouble. He's going to get barreled. No, body slam up for another 3 seconds. 2, 1. Can he land the body slam? No, he will not attempt diving this Andy. I can't blame him. Definitely is not a fun target to dive. Since she had 3 stacks on her stun, she could have easily stunned him under tower and he could have gone south. Annie, now the only one here in contestable range of Baron, has to know that they're doing it. And will she be able to drop in the fatty stuns? No, she's going to try to flash in for the steal, but alas, to her dismay, just getting picked up and murdered. Now the game has switched from blue team's advantage to red team's advantage as they pick up the Baron at 20 minutes into the game. This is what good players do. They pick up objectives after one team fights. They didn't have any towers they could pick up immediately, so they instead went for Baron, or they saw the towers and just like, yeah, let's go grab Baron instead. That's more fun. Looks like Sneaky might be in a bad position, but I honestly think they could turn and burn that Ezreal. Good idea that he went back. That was definitely a dangerous place for him to be. Blue team moseying on around the jungle here. Nice Blessed Lantern helping the alligator get to his lane faster. What a bro. And Karma's going to be picking up her blue buff. I've been seeing a lot more Karma these days. Not usually in the mid role, more often in the support role. as like a high damage caster support, kind of like Annie, but without the stun and more AoE. Looks like Dustin is doing a bad spot here. There's the ult from the Kale, and looks like he's going to turn around and make some magic happen. There it is. Gragas picks up the kill on the Annie. Now Sneaky's in a bad position. Flashes out, does not get tagged by Lee Sin Q. Instead it's Gragas. Lee Sin wants blood, but he's not going to get it. Even with such sensitive board hop, nothing coming out of that, unfortunately for him. Vi with the Spirit Lizard Elder, Fade, and Brutalizer. Going for a heavy damage build for certain. Lee Sin on the other hand going for a lot more tanky kind of ganking build with the cooldown reduction from the Ancient Golem, with the boots of ganking, with the health, with the tankiness. He's definitely a tankier champion right now than Vi is, but Vi just has a lot of damage. As Ezreal finished up his Trinity Force, finished up his Bloodthirster, still only tier 1 boots. This Kale right now seeming to go for Gnasher Tooth into Lich Bane, probably the most popular Kale build by far. Definitely one I see more than I mean, I just enjoyed DFG on Kale. I think it was a lot of fun. But I'm definitely going to say that Lich Bane is definitely a more common option. It allows you to get really strong burst out to a single target really fast. And with that, we're just blue team defending the push. Red team still has Baron buff, but for how long?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh wait, no, they don't still have Baron. No, he died. They have Baron buff for about another 1 minute 50 seconds. So, I mean 1 minute 30 seconds. So if blue team can hold on until then, they can continue team fighting. They're not that far behind. The gold lead's done about a full 360. Now, it's red team who is up by almost 3k in gold. Blue team's looking for trouble. They are going to find a Vi with the ward. Will they all jump on it? They will, but this is going to be a bad initiation as Gragas is there. Annie gets first down before she can do anything with say, have you seen my bear Tibbers? Looks like Lee Sin's going to be the next one down, but here comes Rengar bursting down the Gragas. They're going to try to jump on the Rengar now. Nice ult from the Kale is going to keep the Vi alive. And now Kale wants to go on a rampage, but will not be able to. Nice job from red team supporting their Kale, supporting their Vi, laying the obvious bait. And great play from red team, nets them 3 kills, only losing their mid laner. And with this, red team can easily take a turret. Looks like most red team's actually going to retreat. About half of red team's going to retreat, the other half's going to continue pushing. Will they be able to get a turret though? It's going to be a little iffy. Kale does have her Lich Bane though, so she does have a lot of damage potential. And look at that Lich Bane tower damage. I think they can probably take this one. Annie is though here. Oh, there's the Shurelias. Or whatever it's called now, Shurimas and whatever. This next is taking a lot of damage. Getting crowd controlled. He does not have the Merc Tread, so his tenacity is not at 35%. He's just going to get taken down by the Annie. Once again, we see the weakness of not having tenacity. He got stun locked by the Annie and by the Karma. And with that, red team is suddenly at a disadvantage. They're going to try to pick this up for their Gragas. They do not want the Lee Sin getting it, but if he smites this, he could still get it. And no, the Vi smites it. Not giving it to Gragas, but also not wanting the Lee Sin to get it down here. We seem to have a fight going on. Here comes Lee Sin from behind, kicking the Gragas into his team. Gragas gets nuked down very quickly. And of course, we also see Ezreal picking up the Kale. So with that, 3 members of red team are dead. It's not a good idea, guys. Take my word for it. It looks like we do have this inhibitor being pressured by the blue team. And there's a nice hook from the Thresh, but they really can't follow up on this. They have 2 members of their team down. Nothing they can do against the team pushing down their inhibitors. Baron will be spawning in another couple minutes, I believe. I think they lost their Baron buff half a minute ago, so it should be about 2.5 minutes till Baron respawns. And at that point, I do expect the blue team to contest that one a little bit better than they contested the last one. I think, of course, it's not like they got wiped before that, so it wasn't entirely their fault that they couldn't contest Baron. It's not like they didn't have vision on it or didn't try. But another 145 till Baron comes up, and that would probably be someone who takes the next inhibitor. Ezreal pushing down the bot lane before recalling. Going to allow that lane to stay pushed for a little while. Renekton just farming the jungle. I mean, everyone's just kind of like farming, spreading out. They don't really want to engage too much since they're all spread out. So it looks like blue team might actually be thinking of grouping together mid lane. An interesting decision. And there is no inhibitor mid lane, so them grouping there would be a little weird. But I mean, it's the natural place to go. When you're like group up, everyone's like, oh, okay, I'll go mid. That's pretty much how it all goes in my games. Even if there's no inhibitor, if someone says group up, they all go mid. Looks like they're going to see. Oh, there's the Annie. She's going to get initiated on. Blown up before she can even cast a spell. And next is just going to be diving the back line of blue team. Nice grab from Vi. This Ezreal's also probably dead. Will they actually be able to catch him? There's the flash Renekton. There's the stun. There's the hook. And there's the money. Shut down for Renekton. Bringing this Ezreal his first death of the game from 7-0-4 to 7-1-4. He has major items accounted for. Still no tier 2 boots. Sad face I didn't have him. He might have been able to get away with that extra movement speed. You never know though. Now he has him. And with that, very good. Those very good picks from the red team. Looks like they're going to try to pressure our turret. There's the shield from Thresh. The hook from Thresh are tempting, but not succeeding. Looks like Hale trying to do her best. She does have her ulti. Will she pop it on herself? She will. She'll probably try to do as much damage as possible. Nice Thresh lander. Actually get her out of there alive. And Thresh play not landing. Oh, but here comes the speed boost. There's Thresh while trying to kite as much as possible. The Lee Sin Q does land. Will he be able to get her? No, the burst damage from Red Team able to save their teammate. Rengar does end up picking up the Thresh down here by the Wraith camp. Up here, Gragas trying to escape with his body slam. Rengar's gonna jump on him and get the kill despite the flash. What a wasted flash. Sad days. The animation went through and does the damage. Renekton might be in a bad spot now. The overcommitting on that inhibitor turret from Red Team. The mistakes from Sneaky getting caught out of position. And fortunately, there is no inhibitor for them to take here, but Blue Team might be setting their sights on Baron now. And I definitely think this is an objective that they can go for. Red Team still has to wait for 2 members of their team to respawn. Without Gragas, fighting a team fight is going to be very difficult, especially without Thresh as well, because that's a lot of crowd control with their ultimates, with the Thresh hook that they'd be missing. Looks like Blue Team's actually just going to bait a trap down here by the red buff. Will Red Team fall for it? That is the question which we are all asking. And it looks like Blue Team, getting sick of making a bush of doom, are instead going to go gank this Vi in the top lane. Ezreal jumping out of the bush, trying to put as much damage on as possible. 350 crit, not bad. That Vi does not really have any defenses at all. She's pretty much just good ADC Vi. Oh, looks like Rush is getting walked to the bush. This is typical support, giving your life up for the Lord, and he is going to go down. Unfortunate for him. Crucible, not enough to save his life despite the heal. How much of a heal is that? 150% plus 10% of maximum health. That's a really good item. It is. It's just a good item. It's like Blue Team pretending that they're doing Baron, but I mean, they're not fooling anyone. And now they realize that they're not fooling anyone. They're like, well, this was embarrassing. Maybe we'll actually start taking Baron now. But it doesn't look like that they're conceding on that. I mean, Red Team was probably like, what are we doing? What is this nonsense? Oh, Rengar splitting off from the group. Gonna find some enemy champions. Will Blue Team jump on them? He's gonna jump on the Gragas, doing a lot of initial burst damage, dodging the Gragas ult. And thus, that's a long cooldown before Gragas ult is up. Without that ultimate, Blue Team might feel secure enough to go for Baron. I mean, that's a lot of AoE damage, a lot of disruption gone. They might be able to do it, but it looks like Blue Team is not gonna take the advantage of the down Gragas ult. It's a low cooldown, but I think definitely longer than the time it would take them to do Baron. Thresh, once again, trying to face check the bush near red buff. This time, did not get jumped on his foot. Very good for him. Gragas has finished his Zonius and his death cap. A lot of damage now on him. Renekton, very tanky bastard at this moment. Vi still just going pure damage. Void Staff finished on the tail. C9 Sneaky. Whereas Dora just has some supportish items, which of course no one will ever scoff at. Ezreal looking to build either a Guardian Angel or a Banshee's Veil, probably a Guardian Angel. And the Dragon is going to Red Team right now. Will Blue Team ping Baron in response? There's a lot of wards from Red Team here. They know that Blue Team is moving in this direction. They don't have any vision on Baron. No, they do have vision on Baron right here in the back. Is that ward visible? It is not. This pink ward doesn't catch it, I guess. And Red Team knows this is coming. There's the ult from Ezreal. He's going to throw out some Qs, try to do some poke. If he gets caught out, he's dead. Now it looks like Red Team not wanting to engage on this. There's the hook from Thresh. Not going to get anything. This Rengar wants blood, and he finds the Sneaky, utterly dismantling him. And that is going to be probably the Baron for Blue Team after this fight goes on. Nice pick from the Rengar. Such a strong champion if you build damage on him. Black Cleaver, Last Whisper, Brutal. He has a Brutalizer on top of the Black Cleaver. I mean, the Armor Pen doesn't stack. I don't know if the cooldown reduction stacks because it's not a unique passive on the Black Cleaver. But holy crap, why would you get another Brutalizer? Oh, he might be going for Yozu's Ghostblade. I don't know. Screw it. And it looks like we are going to see Karma almost get caught, but going over the wall, and now here comes Lee Sin to help out, tanking for his team, trying to dish out some crowd control wherever he can. Baron's still back up. Blue team has not taken it as of this moment. Red team, Mikhail has respawned. Can Sneaky get here in time? Looks like she will. Nice job from Red team actually disrupting the Baron attempt long enough for the Kale to get back here. And that actually looked kind of funny, that animation. Lee Sin's like, I got this ward. Once again, leashing Baron. Come over here. Get over here. Pudge. Pudge line from Dota. Looks like Vi's gonna have to go back to the fact that she is indeed low. All members of blue team also retreating. There is a naked inhibitor here. Also a naked inhibitor here. I mean, these naked inhibitors need to close themselves with towers if they don't want to get taken. Lee Sin eating some more Baron spit. Looks like both teams, after doing some Baron dancing, have decided to retreat. Say we can maybe dance again tomorrow. But if my friends don't dance, I'm not even going to try. Anyways, blue team now have recalled, are going back. Looks like they're going to want to clear this top lane. Red team still positioning themselves around the mid lane area. Coming back from base. After that last Baron attempt, both teams are looking to just push. They can both push mid lane. I mean, mid lane is the prime target for both teams due to the fact that there are Baron inhibitors on both the red side and the blue side. So, I mean, that's going to be where everyone's going to congregate for now, unless we have some split push, which neither team really has excellent split push champions. Split push champions. The best would probably be Rengar. But as we see in this game, Rengar's more interested in assassinating squishies than he is split pushing at all. And it looks like Vi again trying to go over the wall for Lee Sin, but not going to make it. Sad day for her. Whereas Scroggus actually throwing back some barrels. There's a pink ward on Baron. Red team could probably go deward that right now, but it seems like they are not going to go for that. I don't see any pink wards in the inventory right now, so that's the only one that's available to blue team. If they take it out, blue team will not have a pink ward on Baron. And looks like they want to go for the initiation. Here comes Vi. Will she press R on a squishy? Ezreal's in range. There's a nice play. She's actually going to go on Karma. An interesting decision, but Ezreal's going to flash out of there. Red team doing a lot of damage. Annie's doing her best to try to fight as well, but Red team just able to run through her and Karma's damage. Rocket though very low right now. Will Lee Sin go down as well? The damage, it is there. He tries to ward off away. He's trying to juke out the skill shots, but it will not be enough as Vi picks up the kill with a massive damage. Rengar has in fact gone to split pushing the bottom lane for Red team, but him by himself won't be enough to win the base race as Red team is going for the all-in win at this point. And oh, there's Kale fighting down the Rengar. She sees him and wants blood, but Rengar's just going to disengage with his ultimate. Red team knocking down the first Nexus turret, as well as Arcane Shifting, trying to defend as much as possible, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Kale does end up killing the Rengar after he tries to jump back on Sneaky. And there is a kill on the Ezreal. Here comes the Annie, though. She has a Banshee's Veil, plus her shield, actually, which is kind of pretty. But that is going to be the end of the game, guys. Thank you for watching. C9 Sneaky, C9 Hyper, Dora, Cloud9, able to take the victorious game this time. Vi playing very well with her initiations. And, of course, Thresh, Hyperdora doing a great job with his hooks and fillets. Just such a strong champion. And thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next time.